Alright, it is Stardew time. Last time I made decent progress on crafting every recipe. There's still plenty more to be done. But that's okay. Ah, we're gonna get our, Secret Santa soon. I'm surprised we haven't already. I thought it came at the... Right. No, I'm stupid. I am stupid. Spirit's Eve is not Christmas. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just excited for winter this year because big things are gonna be happening. Big old things. That's new. Right, I forgot ducks even existed, to be honest. I should probably get ducks at some point. Sorry about the early game lag spikes. I'm just as tired of them as anyone else would be. Tomatoes up there growing. That's amaranth. And after the amaranth was grown and harvested, was I planning on planting artichokes first? I have so few seeds, I assume I already did. We did a round of bok choy. Yeah, there aren't any seeds here that I have like a full loads worth of, you know? I guess I already did a round of artichokes. Which I assume are vegetables. There's no artichokes. I'll get artichoke seeds. Or I'll look for something else to grow. But probably just gonna grab more artichoke. Should be more than enough. Takes 8 days to mature. Yeah, we have enough time. Especially since I'm pretty sure I put speed grow all over this garden. Oh, it's not done yet. Huh. As you were. Never mind. I think I also want to start getting ready for the next season. Which... yes, that does mean doing what I'm doing right now. And removing these trees. They will only be in the way. I can and will move them somewhere else eventually. This is the plan for now. My god. There we go. Guess that makes these next in line. I wish there was a way to make this go by faster, but it is what it is. This is gonna be a whole day on just this. And done. And it's nighttime. But that's fine. How very balanced it is that something that takes like a morning to place down then takes basically a whole day to destroy. But it is what it is. Oh? Hmm. Hmm. Still somewhat trying to consider what I want to do about my item storage situation eventually. Because I would both love to have more space outside for other things that aren't item storage. But I also wouldn't love going in and out of a shed constantly to use a chest. Like, see this, I come out and I grab my daily iridium and I throw it in that chest. I already had artichokes planted. What the hell? Because it was purple, I thought it was amaranth. That's hilarious, honestly. Oh my god. Artichokes can be purple? What? Well, I have artichokes now. And a bunch of earth crystals. Hooray. And I'll just use the remaining space to plant fiber seeds. How about that? There we go. Beautiful. Put away these. Right, we need to harvest the eggplants. Or the aubergines, if you will. Aubergine. It's been a long time since I've had aubergine. Eggplants are surprisingly delicious. They look like the kind of thing I would not want to eat. But they are really tasty. Man, now I want aubergine. Here, I'll do my usual thing. I'll sell the gold and silver of that. I'll sell the gold and silver of that. I was gonna keep the silver eggplants, because there was more. But I apparently already have a bajillion eggplants in here. And I'm not gonna need that many total for the remaining recipes, if I even need eggplants anymore. We're still missing certain ingredients here and there. If I head up real quick... I wanna buy... a few more fridges. Did not mean to buy 5, but I'll take 5. What's up, Anna Fred? Right, with these fridges, I'll spread out my ingredients more. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I'll put them there for now, why not? Actually, I'll put all of them down. Because I can use one of them. At least one of them. Let's see, what actually do I want to do here? I at least want to put fish. Everything fish in its own fridge. Because I have a lot of fish I need to cook. What do I play mostly? Not much. Mostly just played a lot of this lately. Recipes. So I need like carps, tunas, salmons, shrimp, eel, snails. Okay. So snails, shrimp. Yeah, I'm not going to use them for anything else. I may as well take all of them into the kitchen. What about those other types of fish I need? Yep. I have tunas, I have salmons. No eel besides this. No regular eels. So I'm gonna have to fish for that at some point. A game designer? Yeah, I try to be. You know? I think I already have crayfish in there. I'm gonna need to source some lobsters from somewhere. I'm gonna need to catch some eels. Alright. Oh yeah, do I have more carp? Hell yeah, I do. Alright. That's good for now. That should at least let me get a few more recipes ready to be made. Do I have garlic in here? Not much, but some. Alright, let's see. Looking for anything here that I haven't cooked before. So that. Apparently haven't made a blueberry tart yet. Super meal. Stuffing. I need kale. Let's grow kale at some point. Blackberry cobbler. Escargot. Great. And that's another big addition to this. Red cabbage, I think, is all I was missing from that. I have mayonnaise. Do I have red cabbage? Hold up. Once I get tomatoes... legitimately, so many recipes are gonna become available. What was I missing though? Red cabbage. I only have one. And it's a summer crop. So I can plant some on Ginger Island, potentially. Not a bad idea. I'll actually take a look at all the summer crops. The seeds for them and see what kind of stuff is in demand. So tomatoes are summer, but I'm good off those. Yeah, let's just get some red cabbage. Should be enough. I wanted to head to the island anyway. To check in on the trees. I assume they should all be grown by now. Let's make some more tappers. Don't know how many I need exactly, but just grab a bunch and it should be fine. Yep, all these guys are ready. Alright. Now, boop, two, boop, one, two, boop. Oops, wrong tool. So that should be a good enough amount of red cabbage. I only really need it for cooking purposes anyway. Man, I love how nice and quick it is to head to the farm and back. The island farm and back, that is. And if I check in sometime tomorrow, there should be a whole bunch of sap for me to collect. Allegedly. Got a bunch more fruit from the fruit trees. Ooh, wrong chest. There we go. Oh yeah, and I still have this in here. Alright, let's think about this for a second. I'm trying to think about my farm layout and how I want it to be. I think up in this area wouldn't be a bad idea to use it for storage and such. If I kept this road going along the whole way, I could dump all my silos, like, here, out of the way. Sheds for, stuff like crystallariums, I always forget the name. And other machines. But most importantly, a main shed somewhere for actual storage. Probably gonna move my house closer to, like, over here. And the horse next to the house. Still want to keep the greenhouse close by. But then we use most of this area for crops. But then I draw a line at this pond down here that gets in the way. And I think this bottom left corner, not a bad place for an area for animals. And this bottom corner could potentially stay fishing ponds. Just a bunch of legend ponds lined up down here. It's gonna take a lot of pre-planning leading up to this, but that's fine. That's fine. Where did I place these? What's the recipe for crab pots? I don't remember. They are craftable, yes. Hmm. Right. So I worked it out that I need lobster. Lobster is something that I have none of, but need some of. And yeah, I am remembering correctly. Lobsters are an ocean exclusive. nice. Do do do. I must have had lobster at some point a long time ago. I wonder what I did with it. Yeah, I have to have had lobster. It's impossible for me to have not. Oh, and I'll be right back. Alright. A dumb delivery came that I thought was for me, but it's actually for somebody who you wouldn't even believe lived in this here house. Alright, so we should get lobsters pretty soon. Do we have... Yep. Plenty of sap. So these are 20 trees. 20 mahogany trees. Just net us 156 sap in a day. That's worth it. That's pretty fucking epic. You would've... I forgot I had auto hook, but I remembered it that last second, and that is so useful because I can crack open a soda while I'm just chilling fishing. Rock out. Yeah, let's get out of here. We'll have a new Kui quest available tomorrow. I'll probably do it. I forgot this chest even existed, to be honest. I haven't looked in this chest in a long time. Are you able to give your kids hats? Maybe when they're older? I don't know. She still loves me. Forgot to check in on my blessings again today. I always forget the blessings. I think I can comfortably move on to next day though. And tomorrow I kinda wanna Actually, let me check something. Yeah, okay, for sure. Tomorrow I would like to go to the volcano. Bright and early. For as many more cinder shards as I can collect. So you please do that. In fact, let's also grab a miner's treat. I had to orient myself for a second then. Volcano. I think killing these guys has a chance to give them... There's a button over here. There are more buttons somewhere. Alright. Alright. Things are starting to feel awkward. I only just realized that the game stopped playing music for some reason. Alright, and what do you sell again? Okay. Alright. 59 so far isn't actually too bad. It's actually a pretty decent number of those. Okay. And that's all we need. Alright. Okay. Okay. Productive run of the volcano. Oh no, pumpkins already. Right, and I need the rest of my tools back. So I always go in the order of that to that. But we could be adding this to the hotbar very soon. Depends on if I get lucky at the forge. You. I need bug killer. Vampiric. Haymaker. Bug killer. Hooray! Unfortunately, I don't think I have a spare Meow Meow. My other Meow Meow is apparently a galaxy sword that I forgot I had, but maybe that works. Seems it would. I just need the shards, so. I'll get the shards at some point. But honestly, while it was exciting at first, I've come to find the volcano actually pretty boring. Compared to stuff like Skull Cavern or even just the regular mines. Ooh. I forgot to check in yesterday. But we have a new Quee quest. Whatever we get, we already lost a day. Bottom of the dangerous mines is easy. Or we get the option to catch more Legend 2s. This I would do just for the fish, not even bother trying for the reward. I'm only at 43 things though, and I'd like to buy more stuff from Quee, so I'll run Danger in the Deep. Plus it's just an easy quest. Alright. I keep forgetting that the exit is up here. The escape from Ginger Island. Quickly eat a farmer's lunch. Make short work of these bad boys. While I'm down here. Ooh, all three of them had row to harvest. Okay. Sell, sell, sell. Take, take, take. Go, go, go. To the mines. I don't remember if these kinds of rocks dropped anything special or not. Doesn't really look like it, does it? I'm not even gonna try to exist on these dark floors. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Alright, we're almost at the bottom. There we go. Bus stop. Boom boom. Baggy pants. Bless me, what the hell? Ooh. Hmm. We are steadily approaching winter. Soon enough, things are gonna change around here. Hmm. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna clear some grass, because I might want to change a few things right now, actually. Give me 1 second. Back. Smile. I want to quickly run down to the wizard. Because the wizard has become sort of a 24/7 farm editor. And I'm gonna do that now. Move my silos further out of the way. Move these out of the way also. Probably move that there now without it being an issue. I think I like this as a spot for this, but as you can obviously tell, I need to move these first. And maybe right here, if I... I don't know, because you can obviously see this turning red. Because this is Abigail's area. Meaning... I wouldn't have space to put a shed there. Because I'm thinking I want to get to moving this storage as soon as possible. But it really should be in some kind of shed. Out of the physical way of everything else. I could also clean up these machines at some point. I don't need these here anymore. Maybe down here. Like maybe I put a shed here somewhere. Like around here. And sheds are 3 tiles visually, but appear to go up another 4. So if I make it so it's like non-obtrusive over here, put it down here, 1, 2, well, put it here, maybe here, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. The tip would just poke this. I'd be fine with that. And then we walk out of the house, come down, and there'd be a little road here separating storage in my shed over here, farm to this side. I like this. I like where this is headed. Sorry for that. I've been drinking soda again lately. I've been really good, and I've been drinking a lot of water for many months. With the occasional soda. But I've been drinking a bunch of soda lately. So what did you want? Summer squash juice and pickled radish. There's nothing more to unlock from these guys, but it's kind of nice that they have these trade options. I wonder if that's a worthwhile trade. But we're in. Back to base, and tomorrow morning I might start a little bit of work. Well, I guess at this point a little bit more work towards shifting around things outside. Like get rid of these. Maybe make room over here. Yeah, maybe I don't need to. I want to not have all these chests around the place that are unneeded. Same for machines. I need to get all these machines cleaned up. We are still aging row. So when the row's done aging, we can remove these and move them. But I'll go ahead and do that with these now. Get rid of all these machines. This is gonna be such a relief on my brain. Like, I've just had these machines scattered here for so long. I look back at the old VODs and, like, see the time I had a little patch of crops next to my house. Tiny patch of crops. With fences all around them and a gate leading in. For, like, one stream. And that makes me, like, a little bit nostalgic to, I remember when my base was like that. And then I see the VODs where, like, this little area came into fruition. And I'm like, aw, I remember the time I had like, just a few chests out here, and they weren't even big chests. Like, I remember when this chest was still here, and for a long time I kept opening this when I wanted to open this chest. Hmm. And pretty soon I'm gonna be looking back at the long streak of VODs that had this setup, you know? And I'm gonna be like, I remember when I had that instead of my sheds and whatever else. So machines I pile into here. Boom. Get rid of you. I remember when I used to have like no bananas, and now I have a bunch of bananas. I'm remembering a lot of things, it would seem. This is really satisfying, by the way. In case you couldn't tell. Wow, that was fun. Any season. So I assume they won't go away when winter rolls around. Because I'll happily plant another batch of fiber seeds. I know people use fiber seeds to preserve tilled land through seasons. Winter especially. And that might be something I get into the habit of doing at some point. I still want to wait for these to finish so I can clear them up and like move stuff around and do like pathing. But I should at least head up to Robin's and get a shed placed in so she can start building it. I don't remember exactly what it takes to make one. I'll place these down along here or something. No, I hate that. I hate it because it will get in the way of like a common walkway for me. I'll place one here and then every other one with a 2-block gap. Because then it won't get in the way of me or the horse. Those are probably going to get moved very soon anyway, so doesn't even matter too much, but I don't remember what's needed. I'll just bring wood, stone, hardwood, and maybe fiber. If it takes any other resources, then Robin is just coping. And she doesn't know what she's talking about. It just takes wood and money. That's fine. I forgot cabins were a thing. Let's change the appearance of that just for fun. How many other things can you change the appearance of? You can upgrade sheds. I've been wondering that for a while. But I never thought to check. She can only do one thing at a time though, so I'm gonna prioritize building the storage shed. And eventually, I'll probably upgrade the storage shed first. I'm thinking 2 tiles away from this right side fence, and 3 away from this wooden path, because eventually this will be 3 wide, which will actually make this a 2 tile gap from where a path would be. Thinking about the future. And I'll place it 2 tiles up from the pond, because then there's space for path here, like maybe grass around the bottom. That looks like a perfect spot. Right. Here. But she's not going to let me talk to her after if I start building that right now, and I just remembered I wanted to move the greenhouse. Now it's somewhere where it kind of gets in the way of this, but I'll leave this walkway clear. I promise I will. In fact, I have the space to move it way down here even. Now it's in line with this. I think that front part blocks being able to put stuff there, but that's fine. Actually, do I like it better, a block up? Not really. I'm fine with that. This will get moved eventually, but it's not the priority right now. Now let's build the other shed. Right there. This is exciting. Things are finally changing. I wonder how big the big shed is. But yeah, chest-wise, I'll likely have a chest for... Like, I might split seeds and fertilizers into their own chests. This isn't even fertilizer, but it's basically fertilizer for machines. So I put it in here anyway. A fruit, flower, forage, and vegetable chest is all fine. I might need more space for some of these eventually, though. Fish? I don't know how I'm gonna break fish up into even more chests. Because they need it. And apparently I did already have some lobsters. Those chests have always worked out for me. Let's see. Do I have that lobster recipe available to me now, or do I still need more ingredients? Can't even see where it is. Maybe it is highlighted and that's why I'm missing it. Well, whether I'm blind or it's just not there, I can't see it, so. Tomatoes aren't ready yet. What's up, Caroline? I know you're my mother-in-law, but looking good. Oh, my wife is... hey. Looking good. Yeah. You're who I said that to originally. You said David? Oh, right. I just glanced her dialogue and saw David. And I was like, who's that? I forgot that was the name of her hamster. Or guinea pig, I mean. What's the difference though, am I right? Let's see, what more can I buy from you that's useful right now? I bought from you the hopper recipe. The deconstructor is something that you sell that doesn't have a crafting recipe. So I can only get those from buying them. I don't know, I don't feel too strongly about any of these things right now. I think I'm good. Yeah, having the greenhouse here isn't that bad. I can just step to the side and walk down like this. And I might put the other two monoliths like here and here. Imagining that road continues. In fact... just for argument's sake, show what that would look like. See, and then we have space for a little pathway leading up here. And maybe I put fencing here, and then this is actually where I put my animals farm. I don't know, because I want to give them plenty of space. And leave plenty of room for grass to exist. I'll probably also move these ones down to here, because they look prettier. And then have the mountain and beach ones at the back. Maybe there's room to plant trees between them? There is, because these are 2 tiles tall. And then this leaves a 3x3, plenty of space to plant trees. Which might be visible, I don't know. But no, in general, I'm feeling really positive about the way things are going right now. There's a banger Paper Mario battle theme sounding song playing right now. Like I'm in the desert and I'm fighting a pokey. And this started playing. I miss Paper Mario. I started playing Color Splash earlier this year, but my playthrough was interrupted by the fact the capture card was being all weird and the audio was like fucked up. Not just in the recording, but for like me personally as well. In my headphones. I'd like to return to it, but I might need to like take some time someday to figure out those technical difficulties. I might like join a Discord server about it or something. Be like, hey, what can I do? Not a bad idea. I might do that later. I might not find a solution right away, but hey, I won't find one ever if I don't ask people about it. People who are likely way more knowledgeable. I remember before the capture card days, I wanted to record some footage of Super Mario Odyssey. I had to spend so long setting up a Nintendo Switch emulator to pull up Mario Odyssey on it. Terribly laggy, just awful experience. Capture cards make everything so much easier. So grab these. Put them back out front of here. Because why not? Doopy doopy doo. Put the earth crystals away. Earth crystal. That joke became less funny as time went on. I miss when that joke was fresh. I'll take down the deconstructor, and I'll actually replace it with... a recycling machine. I wonder what the rotten plant would get turned into, if anything. The driftwood I'll put in last, because that's just going to make a bunch of wood. And Troja Cola doesn't actually trash into anything, or recycle into anything, I mean. The rotten plant also seems like it can't go in because it didn't get filtered out. Everything else, though, leave that to do what it must. I haven't checked in a while. We're down to less than half the amount of hay we have the capacity for. I still want to leave the grass growing, so I will. even though winters are coming and it's not going to grow during winter. Instead, Marnie is not going to be working. Who am I kidding? Just kidding. Right, I forgot she had so much stuff. I'll shell out a quick 10k on a cute cat tree. And yeah, just in preparation for the coming winter, restock the hay. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, this is a good showing here. You know, these stepping stone paths? Perfect. Yeah. Oh, hey, and you can actually... I assumed it would just be, like, pre-decided. You know how you cannot physically change the orientation of lily pads in Minecraft? I thought it would be a similar thing with these paths. That's cool that you can actually, like, mess around with the textures of them. I didn't like the one up here when it was one of these big round ones, but now that it looks like that, it looks more natural and I kind of like it. Can you place path on tilled dirt? No. I was just curious what that would look like if it were a thing. Actually, isn't gravel path is a thing? Gravel path might look good leading into this. Honestly, I just don't like the dirt textures underneath are visible, like all these stones and like these little indents here. Gravel path apparently does not hide that either, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. Also, I have not checked this cave in a long time. It's always fun coming in and just seeing a ton of fruits because of just how neglected the cave has been feeling. At first, I thought I'd, like, missed out picking that fruit bat cave over the mushroom cave, because for a long time, I was very short on mushrooms. And I was like, damn, I don't actually know how to find mushrooms, you know? Maybe I would have been better off getting a mushroom cave. Since then, I no longer regret my decision. I think it's far more useful having the fruit. Yeah, I'll throw this over there, why not? Alright. Spirit's Eve tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow as of tomorrow. Like, now that tomorrow is today, Spirit's Eve is tomorrow. You know? Hey, and these are done. Oh, and so's the shed. Was the shed done yesterday? I don't actually remember. Right, yeah, so this will be my storage shed, eventually. I don't know if I want to try fitting workbenches into here to make crafting easier, but there's definitely going to be signs behind the chests to help label what they are and make it more obvious. So there's space for a sign layer, then chests, then a walkway, then maybe a gap, so like a two-spaced walkway, sign, chest, two-way walkway, sign, chest, then at that point, three-way walkway. If I only gave myself one tile of walking space, sign, chest, walking, sign, chest, walking, sign, chest, walking. But will I need 3 layers of chests? Especially when that's a big boy. Already don't remember what resources are required for this thing, but... I want to go upgrade this particular shed right away. Because I think a bigger storage chest... bigger storage shed will be very useful. This guy. I didn't catch what that cost. But judging by my inventory, bunch of wood and a bit of stone. And like 20,000 gold. Yeah, I figure I'll upgrade it now while it's still empty, because otherwise the stuff inside would get like shifted around a little bit, right? Let's see, what else? What else? What else? I was thinking of going to the island in a second, but there's something else I wanted to check. First of all, we do not just have tomatoes to harvest, but now we've got sweet gemberries coming in again. So those will be used for seeds. At some point. Throw them all in here for now. And the tomatoes can finally be used for cooking. Vegetable fridge, yep. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna check. I was gonna look in the catalogs to see how I want to decorate the storage shed. First, the forage, yeah. Alright, let's see. I could decorate it like a JoJo warehouse. I'm in the mood for a sideways plank type flooring. So I'll try a few options. This don't look too bad. And I'll try these out in the order of least to most likely I feel I am to like them. Please say I can still access this. Yes. What is that? Is that where Robin's gonna be standing? Yeah, that don't look too bad. And this wall and floor combo is actually pretty nice. That's not too bad. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that combination. Maybe just a different wall type is in order though. Like, I have this all around my house. Probably look nice in here too. Ugh. Oh, the colors don't match. Let's grab that second flooring type again. Meh. I'll look into it. Oh, and it's Friday. I guess I can check the traveling cart. I don't remember the last time she had something I actually wanted to buy. It's not a bad looking painting. By any means. I'm coming here because I want to remind myself the price of these other obelisks. I feel like I don't want to get them right now because I really want the Staff of Return, which I need 2 million for. But yeah, just so I remember, Earth Obelisk, really easy, it's just Earth Crystals and Iridium. Water Obelisk, also pretty easy, Iridium, Clams, and Coral. Also, while I was here, I was thinking I might try moving these now. So yeah, that shows you how it will look when the other obelisks are in the back. They'll still be visible to some degree. Yeah, broken glasses. I figured that's what we were at, getting so much refined quartz. How's about we go for another void chicken? Getting incubated. Some of that. And a whole bunch of milk. The deal pretty much always is save the rabbit's feet. Put the wall in there for now. Till I find I have the time to do anything with it. I'll just sell the void eggs. And the highest quality eggs and milk. Save the rest to use for cooking. I don't like that we're getting small goat milks. Oh, right, that's because we had a child be born. Not because they're upset. Yeah, tomorrow's Spirit's Eve. I wasn't I wasn't super sure about using sheds for machines. Aside from, like, the crystallariums. Because I'd forgotten all about the fact that big sheds exist. But now that I remember that... We'll be getting sheds. More of them. Grab all that sap. Head home. Douche, 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 douche. Yeah. So by the end of the coming winter, I hope to have moved all these items into that shed. Put the machines somewhere. Probably some of the machines will go in there. Now that I think about it, like at least furnaces, right? At the very least. So it's easier to just come in here and be like, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Then there will be a path leading down this way. And I'm gonna turn everything from up here to down here, from here to as far left as I can go into... I want to set up Junimo huts. That's been on the agenda for a while. It's gonna happen. This is the biggest thing in my way right now. I still don't know where I'm gonna put that shed. Where it's out of the way, but not way out of the way, if you know what I mean. Oh right, I got rid of the boys. It's still important to me that I can age the legend row, because that's one of my biggest, like, money makers right now. Even though I'm not doing it to, like, mass scale. It's a pretty nice little extra way to make a ton of money every few days or so. So we need to wait until 10 p.m. for Spirit's Eve. And I'll probably end after Spirit's Eve to kick off the next stream with a new season. Plus, I'm just hungry and I want to go grab something to eat. And partake in other activities. What two machines could possibly be ready? There's nothing indoors. Who's got a clue? We're still short the ingredients for a lot of things, but finally got tomatoes. Where in that menu is spaghetti? Have I already cooked spaghetti before? I see it now. So, pizza. The spaghetti recipe should contain cheese. I guess then it would have the same exact recipe as pizza. But I don't like the implication that there's no cheese on this spaghetti. I don't... In real life, I don't have cheese on my spaghetti. I have spaghetti under my cheese. I fucking love putting cheese on pasta of any kind. Bruschetta. Lobster bisque, there it is. The recipe I needed a lobster for. Shrimp cocktail. See, tomato unlocked so many recipes. I can do that. I have taro root. I think I'm coming really close to having made every recipe now. Right? Like, I'm not that far out. I'm literally about to make that. I need to grow some maple trees. Because I'm short maple syrup. But I have clams. Let's see if there's any ingredients in here that I can bring in right now. I don't know why this hasn't been crafted yet. So check if I have beets, any extra kale, rhubarb, radishes. Okay, just glanced very quickly and now it's in my brain. If I look in here, I know I need a cauliflower, taro root, radishes, a beet, winter root, and that's it, right? It's pretty much everything I can bring to the table. Clams. Vegetables. Forage. Fish. Oops. I forgot to really check and make sure I don't have any spare, like, kale or anything. No spare kale. I have one red cabbage, I may as well use it. Let's see. So cheese, cauliflower. Vegetable medley. Fish taco. That took away the red plate recipe, but that's fine. Roots platter. Radish salad. Yeah. So I want to go check up on the island farm anyway, but I also really could do with growing some more trees. Let's bring all this. Don't need the tappers just yet. But all this. Island farm. Because of where I placed this, I didn't leave myself room to make the addition of anything more than one extra strip. But you know what? That's fine. I need to prioritize maple right now anyway, so... What the fuck happened? Oh, I see. Maple. Tree fur. Add it to that too. And that should just help those things along. And I might in a moment do that thing where I say I'll be right back and take a short step away. But I leave my game unpaused because I'm waiting for the event. So I'll be right back. And you thought I wouldn't make it back in time. A letter came for me, and for once, somebody opened it before giving it to me. Very interesting. New boundary broken. I want to go in the maze. I'm not scared. Same. I want to go in there too, because I want the golden pumpkin. I wouldn't... God, sorry. I wish some of the events were a little more interesting. I like completing the maze every year for a golden pumpkin, but I kind of have no reason to. I just do it. I'm not sure what I would personally consider the most interesting or fun event to be. The fair has a lot of games, the night market has stuff for sale. If you want to count the desert festival, that one's probably one of the more interesting ones. All afraid of spiders, huh? Alright. That gets me the golden pumpkin. And this gets me out of the maze. Now I can hurry back. And head to bed. I'm indeed going to call it here then. It's been a productive one. I look forward to next time when we make even more progress on the new farm plans. Very sick, very sick. Maybe next time we'll even try to wrap up the recipes. I mean, we've got red cabbage growing. We've got radish. We just need kale, rhubarb, eels. Huh, I forgot to make the chowder. Kale, rhubarb, eels, maple syrup. And I forgot to make the poi. But yeah, we're very, very close. Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna peace out. Peace.